You can just feel the vitriolic disdain that the
of ambulance matches in the history of WWE as Drew McIntyre to defend here against Randy Orton. So how would
it's full force in your face? Get your opponent before he gets you.
Between these two heavyweights, and it's Orton versus McIntyre.
The thunder is rumbling through the Highlands, Tom.
Championship, and now it's McIntyre on Orton.
And McIntyre just throwing bombs.
Signature chops, rattling the Viper. Close range with the...
Get up!
It's just seething right now with every shot, every blow that he delivers.
Whoa.
Oh, went for the RKO. McIntyre over the top. Oh! Causing a low blow to McIntyre. It's
awareness of the nearly 20-year veteran Randy Orton.
When it comes to... It's a deadly proposition when you're around there with the Viper.
Of Randy Orton.
Disgust on Orton's face.
McIntyre is hurt.
McIntyre's really hurt.
This early on in the matchup, Randy Orton looked broken jaw, and now it's Orton who's lying. What the? The jaw slammed to Orton through the table.
The Orton's past coming back to haunt him in the form.
Mess with her.
And guys, this is entirely legal and an ambulance WWE title. Watch this in gigantic hand of the Big Show. Orton through the table.
He's got that knowing smile, Byron.
Sadistic side of Drew McIntyre that I feel we'll see come out tonight.
And think about this, before we saw the Big Show, it seemed we were moments away from seeing a kick to the skull. Orton. So yeah, you have to go to that dark place. We know Randy Orton has no problem.
We call that doing the dirty work on the small joints, Tom.
And Drew McIntyre sent into the barricade.
As we more.
What was it for you, Randy?
Orton's done to the life, the personal life, the physical state.
And closer towards the daunting ambulance here. Heading towards the ambulance with Orton.
Oh, Drew McIntyre. Oh, wait a second.
Is gonna try and make this even.
What kind of ambulance is this?
This is about punishing Orton.
Punishing and torturing the
tear to the back. McIntyre is having fun.
You don't hear many superstars.
A crutch to the midsection by Orton. Oh, into the broken jaw of Drew McIntyre.
It's like we saw
Orton would target this.
Orton knows very well that is a soft spot for Drew McIntyre.
McIntyre's got to be careful. Orton could be one step away, maybe. Wait a minute. Both men inside the ambulance. Both doors closed to win the matchup. Is Orton able to fend off?
How close you are right now. You know how close you are to finally putting Orton away.
Let's get vicious and grimy. We are clawing for every little scrap.
It's one thing to receive a blow to the jaw, but when that jaw is disable the WWE champion.
And Joe, this had to be some continues. It only benefits Orton.
Drew McIntyre, you got because the price for giving Randy Orton any opportunity, any air to breathe. Oh no, this ain't good.
McIntyre trying to get out of the.
Give us a kick, leaking, but not the way that I'm used to.
It's McIntyre who has a frack.
Oh, Drew McIntyre's thinking about right now. He's doing it
alongside the ambulance.
Here we go.
McIntyre.
Oh, gosh.
Well, what else did he do?
Well, watch this again. Drew McIntyre was going for the Claymore.
McIntyre took the door off of a vehicle. Is astounding enough.
And McIntyre.
And the hinge man broke, but
think about this: if you're Drew McIntyre, you're already concerned about your fractured jaw. Now,
at all for the remainder of this match.
I don't think Drew McIntyre delivers that Claymore.
Well, that's a question Drew McIntyre needs to find an answer to, and he needs
Randy Orton.
And Randy Orton is crawling into the backstage area. No countouts, no disqualifications whatsoever.
It also means hard.
McIntyre's incensed.
Leg. Oh, and another.
What is McIntyre planning for now?
What? This summer.
Randy Orton, this is your life, and it ain't going.
Christian dumping Orton.
And again, this is the best. This is a welcome surprise for Drew McIntyre. And the major question is now, can Drew McIntyre take advantage?
The damage done to the knee, the right knee of McIntyre, and of course, against the legend killer.
The damage that he's endured, both from the Big Show and Christian.
We know where he's headed, guys. Right back towards the ambulance.
They're very wise by the this ambulance, and both doors must shut behind them.
Oh, both Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton.
The eye of McIntyre gouging the eye of the champion.
Certainly not with Drew.
How out of it is Randy Orton? Little Drew McIntyre's head bounced.
Oh, shattering the windshield. Chip matches throughout his career.
I'm surprised. Both these men have severely.
Right now, just trying to put some distance between himself and Randy Orton. Both.
And just being on top of this ambulance, this situation can only.
Oh.
Viper about to join him in that quest.
Lower left part of the back of McIntyre. The damage done from the.
Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre on top of the ambulance.
What has been done to the back of Drew McIntyre by Randy Orton.
Careful, so little space to work with, and that's a lot of mass throwing heater.
Oh! Being delivered by Randy Orton.
On. McIntyre hanging on
by one hand.
This McIntyre crashes to the floor.
Satisfaction. Ambulance and shut both doors.
The Viper is stalking.
Randy Orton might have in store for Drew McIntyre.
Whoa! Watch Randy Orton off the top of the ambulance!
My goodness, Michaels!
2 words for you, Randy Orton!
He had Drew McIntyre right where he wanted him. Surprise,
of the ambulance! The legend killer Randy Orton this year gets his revenge.
Up and McIntyre's mission is clear. Get Randy Orton.
Engine.
The ambulance, the right leg damage after claim against Orton.
McIntyre marching towards the ambulance.
Frame of Randy Orton inside the ambulance. Orton able.
McIntyre's eyes are glazed over. This is anybody.
It looks like McIntyre has an opening. Randy Orton able to shut it to the broken jaw of the WWE champion.
10th world title reign.
Got the champion inside. McIntyre's in the back of the ambulance.
All Orton.
One. There's one. It's McIntyre's WWE title. Orton trying to close the door. Trying to close it. McIntyre.
And the champion says no.
Oh, to the eye. Turn it up.
Aim to losing the WWE Championship.
And McIntyre avoiding catastrophe inside the ambulance.
McIntyre hits the Claymore.
Opens the door to the back of the ambulance. McIntyre, look at
Drew McIntyre could have just won this match. Wait a second.
McIntyre measuring. Oh no, and a kick.
Orton.
Drew McIntyre,
WWE Champion Drew.
Over Randy Orton's career tonight, it was the source
of the incredible feat of retaining the WWE title weeks.
It was a bit on him, and the biggest one of all was crossing this man, your WWE
as WWE champion. And this is huge to retain the WWE championship.
Through all the pain and punishment, the WWE champion.
A fractured jaw, and it's still feeling it. Woo! Over a defeated Randy Orton.
Ambulance match this was, and all of the sins of Randy Ambulance, not to mention we saw Big Show and Christian earlier.
Score the victory.
Oh, and a kick to the skull.
What a proud moment. A proud, proud moment.
A lot of people, not just me.